Ooh, what's going on, everyone? It is Rod here. Today we have a new series, The Art of Mario Kart. Now, you might be thinking, Mario Kart is just a party game. Why are people taking this so seriously? Why is everyone using the super blooper online, or whatever it's called, the baby blooper? And I respect that. You know, if you want Mario Kart to just be the game that you play drunk with your friends, more power to you. But if you're getting this game, you're hopping online, and you're like, damn. People are taking this seriously, but I kind of want to take it seriously too. We're going to start going over how you're supposed to actually play this game at like an actual level. This series is inspired by The Art of Smash, which came out during Smash Ultimate, and me watching my friends play the game a few days ago and realizing they have absolutely no clue, respectfully, what they're doing at all. So this video, we're going to start very basic. I think I'm going to call it maneuvering. We're just going to go over drifting, mainly soft drifting, which could be considered an advanced technique, but I really don't think it is. I really think that it's just the way that you should be drifting in this game. So there's really no point of like saying, oh, you should drift and now we're going to teach you how to soft drift. Like, no, you should just soft drift. I don't know. In the game, I guess, like, you know, it says if you tilt L in the direction you want to turn while holding R, you can tighten your turn without losing speed. If you are drifting and creating sparks under your wheels, you can get a speed boost by releasing R. Each time the sparks change color during a drift, your boost will get a bit stronger. Let's go over these. All right, we're going to be starting very, very basic for this video. This video and all these videos are actually targeted to those friends that I was talking about. So I'm basically just going to act like I'm texting this video to them. So listen, guys. You already know, A is accelerate, all right? A is accelerate, B is brake. Also reverse if you keep holding it down. The L button is item. The R button is jump slash drift slash charge jump slash everything. That's your main button. The left stick turns you around. The right stick turns your camera, but we don't even, that's beyond the scope of this video. So anyway, we're gonna talk about drifting. So as the tutorial said, there are 3 tiers of mini turbo: blue, orange, and rainbow, as Shortcat calls it. I'm gonna call it the ultra mini turbo. So there's mini turbo, super mini turbo, ultra mini turbo, MT, SMT, UMT. These are some terms that we will be referring to throughout the course of this series, of this educational adventure that we're going on together. Now, the tutorial in the game would lead you to believe that there's really, you know, that these tiers of mini turbos just charge based on how long you drift. But that is not entirely true. Because in fact, it is based on the tightness of your turn. You will see, if I approach the turn, now another technique that we're going to get that is good to know, counter drifting. So, to start a drift, very basics, right? You press and hold the jump button, and before you land on the ground, you have to input a direction. If you don't do that, it'll start a charge jump. In previous games, it would just do nothing. But in this game, it will do a charge jump. So you have to input a direction before you hit the ground. Now, another technique, delay drifting. You should input your direction after you hit the drift button, preferably like the latest you can before you hit the ground. Because if I'm just driving here and I'm like, oh, I want to go right, I'm holding right, now I'm going to drift right, that is slow. Now, I don't know specifically in this game, maybe it's less slower than previous games, but in general, like, it's not the way you want to start a drift. It doesn't actually even seem that bad in this game, low-key. But what you want to do is you want to hit the jump button first with no direction. So this is me holding a direction and starting a drift. You don't want to do that. You want to be driving. You want to jump, no direction, then direction. So it's just like, it's just right after each other. Jump, direction. And that's just cleaner for the drift line and stuff. It's just better. So just do it. You know, just do it. You're learning how to play this game. Learn it correctly. Delay drifting. Now, let's get into soft drifting. And to do that, we're going to go over here. And I'm going to show you guys how to get here. You're going to go to controllers and accessories. You're going to go down. You're going to go, yes. And I know what you're thinking right now. And yes, you're going to go to calibrate control sticks. You're going to tilt the control stick you want to calibrate, which is the left stick. Okay, here's our left stick. Now, oh wait, I didn't even display my point. So if I start a left drift here and then I immediately go wide, you will see we are not charging. We are just charging so slow. We didn't get the SMT. If I go for this turn, and I want to charge the SMT quickly, then I can go wide, and then like I cut in, boom, boom. Like I just charged 2 tiers in an instant. But if I do this and I go wide, and I'm just like wide, and I'm wide and wide, it just takes so long to charge. So it is not the same speed. The fastest way to charge your mini turbo is by holding a hard turn. Is what you would think, but it's actually not. You can charge your mini turbo at the fastest level, go through the tiers at the fastest level, as long as you are anywhere, if we're going right, if you're anywhere between a hard right and what we call a soft right, which is anything below 45 degrees. So let's say this is 45. If you're using like a GameCube controller with notches, for example, and you put it in the notch, it's not gonna work because it has to be below 45. So anything in this range, in the hard right to below 45 degree angle range, you're going to be charging through your mini turbo tiers at the fastest speed. A lot of people like to soft down, which is also what I like to do. So this would be a soft right drift, soft left drift, soft right, soft left. And when you're drifting, really you just want to focus on soft right, hard left, soft right, hard left, soft right, hard left, and this is a good little exercise. When I was doing this before, I realized that my hard right was actually a little off, and I've corrected now. But like when you're drifting right, for example, you're going to start with a soft right. While you're drifting right, you're going to counter steer left, soft right, counter steer left, soft right, so you don't fall off the track. And you might be thinking, well, why don't I just do a hard right drift? Because you're going to fall off the track. So you got to stay soft. And then when you're drifting left, hard right, soft left, hard right. If we put this into action here, like this turn, if I do a hard left on landing, I miss the ramp. But if I am just trying to like get the drift out, like I missed the mini turbo there because I was just like aiming for the ramp. So what is the solution? Soft left. I'm just holding soft left. The final instant I go hard right, and we got the mini turbo trick off the ramp. So what this is I continue holding the trick button. I just hit the trick button once, hold it down, land into drift, and then I'm just soft and wide. That's all you need to do, soft wide. I mean, that's really it. That's really it for this video, just focusing on drifting. But I think it's just important to know that, you know, I don't think like there's really any use of like saying, oh no, like get familiar with the game and then we'll get into some advanced techniques like soft drifting. Like soft drifting is not an advanced technique at all. It's literally just how you should drift in this game. Soft and wide. That's it. Right? So we're gonna do it here. And the other thing is, because you're softing, you don't want to start your drift like if I start my drift now, I have to go wide. And drifting is slower than driving straight. And in Mario Kart World, they actually really buffed just like turning without drifting. Is pretty fast. So a turn like this, right? Just this is just like we're trying to get you into the mindset of a professional Mario Kart player. So if you're viewing this turn, you just it's just whatever you would think. Like you shouldn't start your drift yet. You shouldn't start your drift yet. Now you can start your drift, and if I soft, I would fall off, right? So you need the combination of soft and wide. But combination of soft wide is called wiggle drifting. Okay, that's another term. Wiggle drifting is very good for online because you can like just like wiggle and like really stick to a tight line, and it's great. Like if you watch Kusan's videos, I mean his controller's going crazy, but in time trials it's slow. But we don't really care about time trials. We're just trying to like get you good online and against your friends, I guess. Rail tech we'll get into next video, rail tech and wall riding. But for this video, that's it. So delayed drift, soft, wide, soft, SMT, and then you'll get used to like the timing of like how quickly they charge based on soft. So like this is soft, wide. Next video we will get into rail tech, we'll get into charge jumps, we'll get into tricking off of rails. I don't know if I'll make rails one video, wall rides another video, but here we go. Delay drift, soft, wide, soft, release SMT, soft, wide, soft, wide, soft. So that's it. It's two directions for each drift here. Trick and hold, soft left, wide, soft left, trick. And that's it. That's soft drifting. That's drifting. That is how you should approach every turn in this game. Every drift you do should be a soft drift. They can be a hard drift as well. Like it should just be at least a soft drift. You'll always want to be going through the mini turbo tiers as quickly as possible. I hope this has been a good overview. Sorry if I just like spammed information with little to no graphic information, but I don't want to put that much effort into these videos, but I have knowledge that I want to share, you know? So thank you for listening to my knowledge. We will be back next video, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Comment below like what you want to learn in this game. We're gonna cover everything. Right, we're keeping it very simple right now, but it's the art of Mario Kart. We're gonna dive deep into item strategy, into team play, into all of that fun stuff that is actually applicable in this game. That is a party game for children. But I mean, I genuinely actually do think that this is like the most technical and competitive racing game there is. Like you don't see people like playing competitive Forza because it's like you may as well just go play NASCAR, you know? But in terms of like video games, I think Mario Kart has a great mix of like technical driving, item strategy, item play, item luck, like all that stuff. Like it's great, and obviously there is skill, right? It's actually very little luck, I think, in Mario Kart, if you know what you're doing. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.